It's Pedro Espada. He is a Senate Majority Leader in the New York Senate, okay, State Senate. Now, why did I say kind of? Espada was a Democrat for a long time. He represents a district in the Bronx. He's the guy that switched over and became a Republican briefly, and it was like the Republican coup, and because the Republicans basically, offered him something that he valued, right? Whatever that might be, politically speaking, maybe perhaps financially speaking, as you're about to find out. And then when the Democrats found out about that, they came back and made him a better offer, and that's how he became Senate Majority Leader, and he switched back to the Democrats. Now, as I remember reading that story, I think, who switches from Democrat to Republican to Democrat in a couple of days, right? I mean, did your views on politics change that much? And understand that the Republicans and Democrats aren't anything alike these days. It's not like, well, it's a slight, variance. Oh, they mainly agree, these two parties. No, they don't agree. So you'd be voting completely one way in one case and completely the other in another case. So that made me question Espada in the first place. And basically, he's hung up a for sale sign. All right, that was the first clue. Now get a load of what Espada has done. He's being investigated not just by Attorney General Andrew Cuomo, who's charging Espada with running a scam that wound up getting him $14 million over 5 years for a health clinic that he was running. Okay. Now, federal officials have also raided his offices and that clinic's offices. So it's taken a criminal turn, and it's taken a much larger turn. So what was the scam that Espada had going? So I got a health clinic here called Soundview in the Bronx. First of all, the guy doesn't even live in the Bronx. He represents the Bronx. He moved out to the suburbs. Got a really nice big fat house. Okay. He's like, yeah, of course I'm from the Bronx, but who would want to live there? Come on, right? So what he does is, first of all, he packs the board of directors of Soundview with every relative he can think of. Literally, look at this. On the board are 2 uncles, Espada's sister's boyfriend, the mother of 2 of his grandchildren, and nearly a half dozen past and present staff members that are from his family or friends. Okay. And how much money do they get? He sends them $2 million, not each, but combined. $2 million for being on the board of that health clinic, which of course is supposed to represent the poor. Meanwhile, they're funneling all the money, not all, but most of the money out of there. They're saying that he charged vacations in Las Vegas to the health clinic. He charged, as they say here, millions upon millions of dollars over the 5 years to so-called health clinic expenses, including running his campaign and paying all his family. And most famously, one night he ordered takeout sushi from 2 different restaurants. You know for how much? $20,000. Now look, man, I don't care how rich I am. If I had $1 billion, still spending $20,000 on a meal, man, I'd have heartburn over it. I'd feel guilty. I mean, even if I had the money, I'd feel guilty because I'd be like, I mean, what kind of a schmuck am I spending this kind? I got better things to do than spend $20,000 on sushi. But this guy's not just spending it. He's spending the public's money. It's not even his money. But it's even worse than that. He's spending the money that's supposed to be going towards a health clinic for the poor on $20,000 meal on sushi. I mean, how sick do you have to be? How despicable do you have to be? I mean, these are cartoon characters. It's like Dick Cheney evil. How do you live with yourself at night, man? And this is what we got to watch out for, man. If you give politicians an inch, they will steal $5 million. Okay, they will find a way. We got to be all over these sons of bitches. You know, it's Democrats, it's Republicans, and that's why we don't trust the government. That's why 8 out of 10 people say I don't trust the government. Not because, oh, the government shouldn't be involved in health care or the government shouldn't do the post office. That has nothing to do with it. It's that the problem is the sons of bitches running the government. Every time you turn around, they're looking out for their own benefit and don't give a damn about the people. Really frustrating.